1Chronicles 22. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is an extremely jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And Yah is short for YahWeh, YahWeh, Yod-He, Vav-He. There's no difference. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. What is the difference and does matter is when people say that Phil, Bob, Sam, and Aaron are the same name, because no, they're not. And no one in their right mind would ever believe that. And only a fool would believe that a hammer can force its creator to do anything. We are the hammer. Humanity is the hammer. All of humanity is a single little hammer. There was no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Aramaic texts because the letter J is only about 600 years old, while the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. And a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua, and I strongly believe that the son of Elohim's name, Yehoshua, means Yahweh is salvation. 22. David then said, "This is the house of Yahweh Elohim, and this is the slaughter place of ascending offering for Yisrael." And David commanded to gather the sojourners who were in the land of Yisrael, and he appointed stonemasons to cut hewn stones to build the house of Elohim. And David prepared large quantities of iron for the nails of the doors of the gates and for the clamps, and more bronze than could be weighed, and cedar trees beyond number for the Sidonians. TSID with a line underneath of it, ONIANS, and those from Sor, TSOR, brought much cedar wood to David. And David said, "Shlomo, my son, is young and tender, and the house that is to be built for Yahweh is to be exceedingly great, for a splendid name to all the lands. Please let me make preparation for it." So David made extensive preparations before his death. He also called for his son Shlomo and commanded him to build a house for Yahweh Elohim of Israel. And David said to Shlomo, "My son, as for me, it has been in my heart to build a house in the name of Yahweh, my Elohim. But the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, You have shed much blood and have fought great battles. You do not build a house for my name, because you have shed much blood on the earth in my presence. See, a son is to be born to you, who is a man of rest, and I shall give him rest from all his enemies all around. For Shlomo is his name, and peace and rest I give to Yisrael in his days. He does build a house for my name, and he is to be my son, and I am to be his father. And I shall establish the throne of his reign over Yisrael forever. Now, my son Yahweh be with you, then you shall prosper and build the house of Yahweh your Elohim, as he has said to you. Only let Yahweh give you wisdom and understanding, and command you concerning Yisrael, so that you guard the Torah of Yahweh your Elohim. Then you shall prosper if you guard to do the laws and right rulings with which Yahweh commanded Moshe concerning Yisrael. Be strong and brave, do not fear nor be discouraged. See, in my affliction I have prepared for the house of Yahweh 100,000 talents of gold, and 1,000,000 talents of silver, and bronze and iron beyond measure. For it is plenty, and I have prepared timber and stone, and you shall add to them. And with you there are many workmen, hewers and workers of stone and timber, and all types of skilled men for every kind of work, of gold and silver and bronze and iron. There is no limit. Rise up and do, and Yahweh is with you." And David commanded all the rulers of Israel to help Shlomo his son, saying, "Is not Yahweh your Elohim with you? And has he not given you rest all around? For he has given the inhabitants of the land into my hand, and the land has been subdued before Yahweh. and before his people. Now give your heart and your being to seek Yahweh your Elohim, and rise up and build the set-apart place of Yahweh Elohim to bring the ark of the covenant of Yahweh and the set-apart vessels of Elohim into the house that is to be built for the name of Yahweh. For the name of Yahweh. Not the name of 6 other different idols and then Yahweh. Just Yahweh. Which Yahweh's put on my heart. I'm very thankful that I get to live and not just survive. So praise Yahweh for that.